Welcome back to the Boss Babe Blog Podcast. I'm your host, KeTohn, and today we're sharing confidence boosting tip number 3. So this season is dedicated to unlocking your boss confidence, and I already gave 2 tips in our previous podcast episodes. So in today's episode, the tip that I'm sharing is going to be get away from people who don't appreciate you. You have to get away from people who don't appreciate you because it does play a huge factor in your confidence. When you're surrounded by people that you consistently have to remind your value, your worth, what you bring to the table, what you're about, it's very draining. When you're around people who just automatically appreciate all that you do and all that you bring to the table, it's a lot easier for you to thrive, to be happy, to be positive. And so I think that a lot of times we underestimate how critical it is to be around people that appreciate us. It makes such a huge difference in the mood. And if you don't know, if you're not sure if a person is, someone that you would label as maybe toxic or negative, you can really go back and just look at certain behaviors. So this is what I did in the dating realm to help me decide on whether or not I wanted to give someone access or time. I paid attention to appreciation and how people treated me when I did things for them, right? So I had one situation where I had made a meal for someone, and this person went straight into asking me questions like, why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you do that? Now, it's okay to have your own preferences and your own taste buds. But me personally, when someone gives me something, the first thing that comes out of my mouth is thank you. Thank you. So if someone does this one time, that's one thing. But if it's a consistent thing where every time you do something for them, they always have something negative to say, or they're never saying thank you or being appreciative of the energy and the time that you put into doing something, there's a problem. It's okay to critique people and tell them, how you want something done. That's perfectly fine. But when people are doing things for you and going out of their way, if thank you doesn't come into the equation consistently and, pretty quickly, you might be around someone who really takes you for granted and what you do for them for granted. So I noticed this about this person. And then I decided to shift gears and go give my time, a little bit more time to someone else. When I did that, I did the same exact thing. I cooked for someone, and this person was so appreciative. Thank you so much. This is delicious. Now I don't have to worry about cooking a meal for the week. I absolutely loved it. Thank you for taking the time to do it. And actually, before they tasted the food, the first thing they said was, thank you for taking the time to do this. So when you're around people like that, whether it's friendship, relationship, business, it just makes you feel so much more happy and motivated to want to do things with and for them. And also, it inspires you to want to do more for yourself as well. So that is a confidence boosting tip that I'm sharing with everyone. Get away from people who don't appreciate you because it's only going to bring you down, and we need to go up. So get around those people that make you smile, that light up, that bring the energy, that gets you excited, that you are attracted to. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys on our next podcast as we talk about confidence boosting tip number 4. Bye-bye.